All right, so looking at a 2007 stock Silverado. All right, I tuned a lot of Silverados, especially the 5.3s. So I got questions. I get questions about what do I do. So I thought it might be a good idea to show you some of the things that get calibrated. Okay, first and foremost, we're gonna look at the fuel table under power enrichment. Okay, so I'll remove the delays out. Okay, we'll also look. Well, enrichment rate will we up this up to. All right, that's what I typically do for those. Or I might actually just put a solid 1. All right, EQ ratio. I'm going to do my best to explain what this is. Let's look at 5500, 1.301. Get a calculator. All right, 14.68 divided by 1.301. So in the wide open throttle, okay, right there, it's going to command 11.28. Okay, and that air far is too rich for a naturally aspirated vehicle. Us tuners, we all suspect and believe GM does this on the trucks for warranty purposes. Okay, run them rich, won't make much power. You'll make some power, but not the power you want to make. Out of a V8, you can make a lot. Not a lot more, but a substantial amount more. Where you feel it, you can put that truck to work. So I take here, I go across, and we bring her down. Okay, so I'll smooth this out. I don't want that. All right, so it still ramp up where it needs to ramp up and then come back down a tad. Okay, so just remember 1.301 is where it was originally. Let's go over to Spark. All right, so this is a high octane table right off idle. Okay, as soon as you give it some gas, it starts reading this table. If you have premium fuel in there and it's reading the high octane table, this is what it's going to go off. You're at a stoplight, you step on it. Okay, this is kind of how it would go. Let's see, you idle around here, and you'll start to go this way. We got some negative timing here. All right, so let's say your truck is, decent, average 5.3. Maybe you'll make, let's say at 5,600 RPM, 15 degrees of timing off that table. All right, and for the power enrichment, we were at 1.301, but I remember I reduced it. So we're at 1.2. So we're going to get at 55, basically nothing. Okay. So this whole table gets tweaked. Okay. I'm just going to show you that. This is how I make the changes. This is not the official one here. I might ramp it up a little higher up in these areas. So let's just say here, we'll do 7. All right. And here we'll do 4. You can put your comments below on why I do 4. Some people may understand, some people may not. This is kind of on the trucks. This is your peak torque area. We don't need the maximum torque in those areas. We kind of want to play it safe. Since we're doing a base tune, we're not putting on the dyno. But we know typically your torque, most of your torque is made between these 2 RPMs here. Okay, so let me go back here. I'll put that to 7. Okay. And we know we can put a little bit more ahead of that also. So we'll put 7. Set this to ramp up some. All right. So it'll make good torque. I mean good power with these figures here. Let me go back there and show you. Let's look at that again. So 50, let's say right here, it's gonna make, let's say it's gonna make, because the 5500 that I showed you earlier, which is over here, let me show you. All right, go to 0.80. Remember that timing? So that's 5600. 15 degrees of timing. All right. Let's just say 6 degrees timing, so 21 degrees timing. All right. But we got another table that alters those figures also. Let's say it's kind of hot outside, 122 degrees, and we're at 0.80 on the cylinder air mass. All right, it's going to pull out 8 degrees timing. So backing us back down. Okay. All of these tables get changed. Okay. So basically here I zero out. I see a lot of tuners zero them out all the way to 140. I don't like to do it that way. Maybe on a dyno I might do that if it likes it, doesn't need it. But on the bass tune, we'll play it safe, but still get you power. I'll just halve it. Okay, back it down by half. So basically, in the end, what this tune 20 to 22 degrees time is what we'll end up with, is what I like to target. There's some other things that are factored into there. Let's go ahead and show you. This is tip in limit. If you read the bottom, see where it says I got ETC. All right, so torque limit for ETC, okay, electronic throttle control, and the limit here. So that's at 0.10. All right, I max these values out, and then I'll go ahead and max these values in all your forward gears. Okay, that will take a good bit of the pedal delay that you sense and feel when you're giving it throttle. Okay, so that's the pretty much the gist of what's calibrated. Trans gets calibrated a tad also. Torque management. You know, these figures here, I'll back it down at the most, 50%. Oh, excuse me, did it the wrong way. I added in 50.5. All right, you see, and put it in half. I'll do the same thing with Y and Z tables and torque reduction. We'll go ahead and take that down also in half. All right, some cars don't like to zero them out. Something happens with that. I learned that on the G8s and some research. We don't really want to zero those out on the torque reduction anyway. Shift pressures, okay. These get tweaked a little bit also, but kind of talk to the customer first before I do those. So in a nutshell, that's what you have for the bass tune, okay. So if you got any questions, leave your comments below. Hopefully this helps you out understanding what I do when I do them, or even other tuners that go in there and tweak your file to make it a little bit more power. So if you're interested in getting this done, just shoot me an email or put a comment below. I'll respond and see how we can take care of you. Have a good one. Thank you.